Good evening, my fellow Americans. Tonight, I am coming to you live from the Prepared for Nothing podcast to talk to you about a very important plan I am trying to enact in Congress as we speak. For too long, our own human rights have been violated by the states of America. The laws in land are preventing us from doing what is not only fun, but just and right. That is correct. Ladies and gentlemen, I am speaking of boozing and cruising. Yes. For too long, Americans have not been allowed to booze and cruise as they freely do so in other countries. Illegal immigrants are coming here with dreams of the land of freedom, and they are being denied access to booze and cruise. Our own citizens cannot booze and cruise. We need the opportunity for us to booze and cruise.
Bernie, I gotta ask you one question.
Yeah.
Will you define to me booze and cruise so we all know?
Boozing and cruising is a very straightforward analogy. America has tried numerous times to demonize it with terms like DUI, intoxicated driving,
right,
drunk driving. They try and use these words to make it seem bad, like what they did with marijuana.
So it's not just like if you're a passenger in a car, or if like you're on a road trip with your buddies and you're just like slamming some brewskis, ripping darts in the back seat. You know,
it has been scientifically proven that driving is more fun when you are drunk.
Do you have sources for this?
I boozed and cruised here today.
But Bernie, Mr.
Go ahead.
Mr. Senator.
Go ahead, Jade.
But what about the countless things that are very, very fun, but very, very harmful to yourself?
God, look at this nerd over here.
No, it's a very good question. A lot of people misinterpret that boozing and cruising is a very dangerous thing to citizens, but that is a false accusation. It is actually dangerous on the user because we have to look out
Mr. Sanders?
for people not boozing and cruising that are a threat to us. They are not going with the flow. They are going against us.
Senator Sanders, isn't there a limit where you're so faded that you should not drive?
Well, no, that's a fair question. A lot of people misunderstand. You do not want to get, as they say, hammered. You don't want to get, as they say, sloshed.
Oh, okay.
You want a nice buzz is the best for boozing and cruising.
So should we raise the legal limit, is what you're saying?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you have a number in mind?
So you do agree that there is a limit?
A 1.6 at least, right?
Maybe even a 1.9.
1.9.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Let's do a good 2.
We could do like 18 so we can remember it so it's like adult, you know? Or do like 0.21 because that's when you can drink, you know?
That'd be a good one.
0.21?
0.21. I'd say 0.21 is a good number. Okay. We still have to work it out. Every person's different. Some people it takes less, some people it takes more. And those are just unfair advantages we need to address. We can have equality, but we still lack equity here. And the equity of how much alcohol it takes to truly booze and cruise. That's why, under my new plan, for healthcare for all, we will cover in those expenses the needs to booze and cruise.
Oh my God, this is game changing. Thank you, Mr. Senator.
Absolutely. And remember to listen to more Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang Clan?
You best protect your neck.
Ain't nothing to fuck with, as you told me last time.
Boozing and cruising ain't nothing to fuck with. Remember that.
All right. I think we're going to have to take your mic away.
I'm being escorted out now.
Being walked out of the building.
They're telling me I'm no longer senator.
Hey guys, what's up?
Oh, Connor, how did you enjoy our interview?
Well, who'd you guys interview?
Oh, you missed it.
I missed it? Who'd I miss?
Colonel Sanders, bro. He came.
Oh, man.
He was like, we thought we'd talk about the fried chicken, but then he's like, no, I want to talk about drinking.
It was more of a Bernard Sanders.
Oh, okay.
I think he confused what Sanders it was.
That guy that's stuck in Two Muppets?
Oh, yes, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Poor
came
man.
by. He had a great idea. I mean, It was a little wild. Pro drinking and driving.
Drinking and driving.
Yeah.
We need more boozing and cruising.
We do not condone drinking and driving or being under the influence while monitoring heavy machinery.
No, but can I tell you guys about a book I saw at work today?
Yeah, what you see?
Okay, so this is in the kids section, all right? And usually it's like pictures of dinosaurs and coloring books and really silly stuff. And today I saw the book 10 Ideas to Overcome Racism.
Oh, I saw this book.
Have you?
This book, Justin. I went to Barnes and Noble with the fam, and I'm like, I told my wife, I'm like, look at us.
Dude, okay. I'm so glad you had the same thought because, of course, in principle, we should teach kids to not be racist. But it's 10 parts, and the 10 parts are so silly. I had to take a picture of it so we could talk about them, okay? So, first one is use words appropriately, which I think is just a kind of, I didn't read it, but I kind of think it's don't use the N-word.
You're right.
Is pretty much chapter 1. Solid. This is my favorite one in the whole book, actually, was number 2. Immerse yourself in cultural events. So what this section did is encourage you, if you're a young white boy and there's finally a black kid in your class, that you should go all swarm them at once and ask them what's different about their household and what holidays they celebrate and how their experience has been different from you.
Tyrone, do you celebrate Thanksgiving? Yeah.
Oh, what do you have?
Turkey?
Okay. Whole family there?
I don't want to talk about this.
Okay. All right. Your mom and dad at least, right?
I don't want to talk about this.
Oh, no. And it straight up was like, if you have a Jewish friend, go up and ask them if they celebrate Hanukkah. I was
Do you celebrate Hanukkah?
So it feels a little stereotyping in chapter 2.
Ask a black kid if he celebrates Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I had like 5 black friends growing up. Not a single one of them celebrated Kwanzaa.
Gee, I don't know a single person who does, to be honest.
Yeah, I asked them. It's like
Kwanzaa's a fake holiday.
Well,
dude.
it's like an African holiday, but the problem is
like, wild.
No, it's not.
The problem is that
what?
Like,
it's not an African holiday.
What is it?
No one in Africa celebrates.
Who
Kwanzaa.
does?
Dude, African Americans made up a holiday just to differentiate themselves from white Christmas.
Oh, it's the day after Christmas. Well, that's a real holiday.
Yeah, it's a holiday here, but it's not like a true like African holiday.
So? It's still a holiday, dude.
They just kind of made it a holiday.
Bro, how many holidays have just been fucking made holidays? You think St. Patrick's Day wasn't just made up?
Okay. For example, Hanukkah goes back thousands of years, okay?
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. And then so does Christmas. And then so does Eid.
Okay.
And then so does the Chinese New Year. So does the Persian New Year. So does what do they do in South America with the heads and the sacrificing?
So you're just talking
Tuesdays.
Okay, yeah, that one.
Yo, what about?
But like Kwanzaa was made in the 70s just so that it was an attempt to make like a fully black identity that was separate from other.
You tell me it's just token Black Christmas? Wow.
Yeah. And they thought it'd be a good idea because Christmas was too white.
No wonder no one I know
there's a white Santa Claus.
I still think your argument is lame as fuck.
Dude, it's the truth. But I'm not trying to argue anything.
Why does a holiday have to be old and from some like corrupt institution?
It doesn't have to be old. It doesn't have to be old. I'm just saying that it's not African, it's American.
It's like the pizza.
It's not truly
I think it's funny
African.
because like they always depict like pictures of them wearing like those very African garbs.
I'm really happy though that like just bringing up Kwanzaa, like just in general, Junaid's like it's not African. It's like well, no one really was trying to make that argument. It seems a little weird.
Jamal, I'm trying to immerse myself in culture.
It's not old.
Do you celebrate Black Friday? Why? Because I'm black? No, because you're poor.
Walmart's
I'm
got
not
good
racist,
deals.
idiot.
Jesus, this is getting off the rails. I like it. Okay.
Well, what else is in this book?
Oh God, I almost forgot the rest of it. Next one, celebrate your origins.
Oh, isn't that nationalism?
That one cracks me up. So it's like, it's okay to be white though, kids. Like, don't get too tripped up on this.
Celebrate your origins. I'm German. Okay, maybe not you.
Okay, next. Explore new areas in your city or town. Go to the hood.
And don't bring a weapon, okay? Purse out.
And when you get to the hood and you see a guy standing on the corner looking at y'all weird, go up and ask him, what do you do differently in your house than in my house?
Why is your neighborhood different than mine? What neighborhood you from? Sugar House?
Why are there
Damn,
babies
you
selling
probably
crack
got
on the
money.
corner?
Why are all these windows boarded up? Jesus Christ.
Why come you ain't got windows?
All right. Discover the past to understand the present. Read a book, bitch. Like, that's all it's saying.
Don't read this
Not
book.
this one.
Read another book.
Number 6, pretty straightforward. Challenge racist ideas.
Okay.
All right. Oh shit. Create opportunities to make friends. Which I should have read that chapter because
That's a
seems
good one.
just vague as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
The book should just be that chapter.
yeah.
The book should just be that.
Yeah. Yeah. Learn other languages.
That's not a bad call,
No.
but I just don't know how that prevents
That's
racism.
hard.
It's hard, that's what I mean. And also, are you just supposed to be able to walk up to somebody with like brown skin and just be like, I'm gonna shoot for Spanish, maybe?
What's
You
up,
know?
brother? I learned Swahili. It's like, buddy, I grew up in
Oh,
Oakland.
you know what's really funny? You know what's
What,
super funny? Okay,
We'll see how
so that
super
reminded
funny
me.
this is.
So my baby waves at brown people, but doesn't wave at white people.
Nice.
That's sick, dude. It sounds like you're.
He waves at brown people like if they're just like way far off in the distance and he sees them, he just waves
Janae-
at them. But literally, like his pediatrician is really white and tried to make like friends with him, and he hated it. He cried the
Bro,
whole
it sounds
time.
like your boy needs to read chapter 7. Create opportunities to make friends. It sounds like he's shutting that door off. Okay, so I'm gonna buy you this book. Recognize and report hate speech. Pretty simple. Be a narc
Yeah.
and speak up in support. So there's some good ones, but there's some definite trash up in there.
Yeah.
I was reading the chapters, and literally the one about going to your friends literally was like, if a new kid comes to your class and they have a different background than you, just go ask them about it. I was like, that's bold.
Don't you get in trouble for that though at shit like work?
Dude,
Yes!
Like you can't
So many
just
people
walk up to
ask
someone
me
and
about
like,
it.
hey, ain't you Asian?
Yeah, dude, what kind of Asian are you?
Yeah, it's like HR is here to speak
I
to
have
you.
said those exact
Well,
words.
because you are Asian, so you can say that.
I know, but why is that okay? That's also messed up too.
I can go up to a white guy, I'm pretty sure, and be like, you, what type of white are you?
Yeah.
I can say the same thing to white
Probably.
people. They have to answer me.
Dude, a lot of them probably would do it.
It's like when you ask
Oh,
Papa.
I was going to say they have to answer to you. They can't call you out. They just have to play along.
No, a lot of them would love to tell you their nationality.
Oh, yes,
about
they
how
would.
they're not just white.
They are Swedish. And
Right. Let me give you my entire ethnic background. It's like,
when I did 23andMe, you know what it said? I was 0.03% African.
yeah.
There's a fucking hair on my mic, and it keeps tickling my lips when I get up in here. I can't fucking find it, and it's pissing me the hell off.
Dude, it's being coy, man. Your mic's getting attracted to you. It just wants to have a little bit
Bow,
of fun.
bow, bow. Janaid, what's your favorite movie? And don't think about it for too long, but yeah, Gladiator. Okay. All right, so
Yeah.
if they had to remake Gladiator with Danny DeVito is one character, who is he playing?
He's definitely playing
Straight up, Danny DeVito is the Gladiator.
main
Him,
character.
Are you not entertained?
Ultra Short tried to swing his sword, and just his guts in the way.
And then there's like people just acting like
Oh
they got
my
hurt.
god, that would be so funny.
All I'm thinking of like Always Sunny in Philadelphia, him in the wrestling match.
Yes, dude.
He's just like him, the lone stander, the only survivor. Are you not entertained?
Dude, and he's got to have comical fights where, like, the fights
You know
before
what-
him, they're
you know
actually
what-
chopping
you know-
each other up.
You know what this reminded me
What?
of? Oh my god. I don't know if you guys remember the scene when, sorry, spoiler alert, but when Maximus Aurelius, whatever, comes back home to his farm after being, like, what's it called?
At war?
No, he comes back home after, like, the court
Oh, yeah,
deems him, like, he becomes excommunicated from the Roman Empire, and then he, like, escapes and then makes it home, and then he sees the bodies of his, like, the camera just pans over, like, the feet of the of the wife and his son, and imagine Danny DeVito just trying to reach it. He can't reach it.
Oh my god. That's too funny because, like, my movie pick is not the same movie, but it's almost an identical movie that would be just too comically, like...
What is it, 300?
No, Braveheart.
Oh.
For some reason, I just had these thoughts of, like, Danny DeVito.
There
almost
can be
the
only
same
one.
thing. No, he's like, fucking, you can take our land, but you can never take our freedom.
And then someone picks him up and put him on a horse.
Like the Lord Farquaad.
Yes.
See, I was thinking Interstellar. And he
Okay.
replaces Matthew McConaughey's character.
Okay.
But just that whole scene of like, have you seen Interstellar? Okay.
No, yeah.
So
not
Janae
really.
there's a whole scene in it where when he goes into space, I think like 45 years pass on Earth, so he gets in like one sitting all the video diaries from his daughter.
Okay.
When he left her at like 9 till now she's like an adult woman.
Okay.
And he just like breaks down and cries, realizing he missed her entire childhood as a father. And all I'm thinking of is like Danny DeVito just sitting there like eating popcorn or something. Like, who's this broad?
It's the skirt over here.
I was trying to explain that movie to someone the other day, and I realized just when you explain it, how stupid of a movie it is.
I don't know the plot.
Well, here, this is a perfect example.
Please ruin it, because I'll never watch it.
Yeah, there's no point. It's
Spoilers.
like 2.5 hours long. The movie basically starts with like Matthew McConaughey driving through his cornfield, chasing after like a broken down, falling aerospace drone.
Dope.
And when he finally catches it and drives back through his cornfield, he gets home and like there's some man there auditing him. And his daughter runs up and he's like, Daddy, they're going to take the farm. They're going to take the cornfield. And he's like, well, I guess I better go back into space then to take care of our financial issues. So it's just unveiled that it's like this man growing corn is evidently like the world's greatest astronaut.
What the fuck?
So he like goes back and they're like, you're back. And he's like, I got one more job. So him and like
Holy fuck.
2 other people go into space and... At some point, they go to a planet, and I think Matt Damon is there, and he's stranded because he like went down with a botanist, and the botanist died, so he has no clue how to grow any of his food.
God damn
And they're
it.
just like, okay, well, we'll just take you with us. But then Matthew McConaughey's like, I think he's a little crazy. And it's like, well, he's still an asset. He's still an astronaut. We can use him. And while they're arguing about this, Matt Damon's character is making a beeline for the ship to leave without them. So there you have this whole like stupid scene of Matthew McConaughey and Matt Damon getting in a fist fight, and I think he ends up killing Matt Damon. And then they leave, go to another planet. That planet sucks. They go to like this is the end of the movie basically. Where he's just like, we only have enough fuel to get to one more planet, so we're gonna go to this planet. And she's like, okay. And so our plan is we're gonna slingshot ourselves around a black hole. And so they go to do that, and as it's picking up, he's like, now this is the part you're not going to like. And he ejects her to send her off because he's like, we're going to be too heavy, so I need to sacrifice myself into the black hole to slingshot the chick to the planet.
I hate this so bad.
It
What
gets
you're
better.
explaining.
When he's in the black hole, it like does the thing where he goes back in time and is basically sending himself Morse code messages through like dust from his bookshelf and shit.
What?
Yeah. And then when he finally gets out of the black hole, he's picked up by the space station that his daughter built. Because his daughter, I guess, back on Earth is just like, my dad's taking too long to save humanity to find a new planet, so I'm just going to make a planet. So she makes a planet. They find him in space to save him, and he like shows up just in time to see her on her deathbed, surrounded by her family, to see her off one more time. And then he like walks out. He's like, I got to get out of here.
Oh yeah, and Matthew McConaughey is still 40.
Matthew McConaughey is still 40. He hasn't aged a bit. And
His
just like,
daughter's dead.
yeah, his daughter's about to die from old age. She's like 90 something on this space station, and he's just like, I gotta get out of here. And so like him and this weird robot that he teamed up with earlier in the movie get into a spaceship that they found and just fly off into the sunset like a bad western.
I was really hoping at some point in this, Junaid would interrupt you and be like, that's not how it went. But the only time he said anything was
he
him
explained
being
it very
like,
well.
oh, no, and, oh, yeah. I hate that I just...
No, he explained it very well.
I
dude.
hate that I
couldn't have
just
explained it that
wasted 2 minutes of my life.
It's better than wasting 2.5 hours.
God, dude.
Because that's how long the movie is.
Don't you ever do that shit to me again, bro.
I just love some of this. She's like, oh, we don't count money. We're going to lose the corn farm. I guess I better go back into space and make us some money.
Oh, my
Just
God.
like, why are you an astronaut growing corn?
Gonna go farm kryptonite.
Yeah, it's like unveiled that the only thing they can grow on Earth is corn, but it's like, well, you'd be starving. It's like, no, corn's sustainable. It's like, no, if you look it up, corn literally has zero nutritional value. It doesn't even digest. It just goes straight through your system.
Yeah, it would be bad. It'd be very bad. You have to make some cornbread.
I don't even know if they can.
Oh, 'cause you need wheat.
Yeah, they ain't got wheat.
Fuck.
I think they have like corn and beans on Earth still. That's it.
That's tight, though. Yo, you just reminded me. Junaid, I'm going to make a song. Just so you know.
A song?
Yeah, it's going to be a cover of the Papa Roach song, Cut My Life in Two Pieces. But it's going to be Cut My Rice in Two Pieces. Yes. That's all.
How are you looking for my...
No, we're
Permission.
looking for your feedback, criticism, critiques. What do you got for
Or if you got any good bars.
Yeah.
Like any good slammer lines.
What's the next line going to be? Because we're struggling on that.
Cut my life into pieces. Cut my rice into pieces. Sacrifice.
The whole premise of the song is supposed to be about like a
Let me get the
weird
lyrics
OCD guy who has to cut every grain of rice in half from his whole bowl of rice before he eats it.
Cut my rice into pieces.
Okay.
This is my OCD.
Devastation. No breathing.
This is
Can't
good.
get a grip of my OCD.
Oh my god, okay. We'll work on this.
Yeah.
We'll present it to the crowd next week. Guys, if you have any good lyrics. I don't know. You know what to do.
I had a weird situation last Thursday. Yeah. So Thursday, they had this music venue at the museum I work at. And like at the end of the night, there was a jazz band that played, and it was composed of all University of Utah music department profs in the band, which was
Okay.
kind of cool because it's nice to see when like the profs actually play music.
Yeah.
Kind of shows they know how to play music.
Right.
So it was like 3 of them. They did a jazz band. It's like, okay, that's cool. And then after I closed up work and everything, I went and met my girlfriend at a bar called Hopkins. It's like right by my house. And as we're leaving, the jazz band walked in to be the live music for the night.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, it's just like, wait a sec, I just saw these guys.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man. At what bar? Hopkins?
Hopkins. You know where Wasatch Brewery is?
Yeah.
It's evidently like just at the other end of that little street paved area.
Nice.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
Sugar House?
It's another beer bar though. They had like two drinks. I think it was like an old fashioned and a gin and tonic. Everything else is just beer.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, this is new.
Is it? Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Connor, I have a really important question to ask you.
All right.
I saw an accusation against you specifically on the internet.
Right.
I need you to address it.
Okay.
Okay. It says, Christian girls be like, there's no one else on this planet like this, man. God broke the mold when he made you, and it's just Connor, human equivalent of a Honda Accord, whose favorite food is toast and thinks taking your bra off is adequate foreplay. What Christian girl did you piss off?
I don't think I've ever actually dated a Christian girl.
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't.
Okay, all right, cool. I had to clear that.
Is it spelled the same way? Maybe it's spelled different.
2 N's?
Yeah.
O-R?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you.
I knew a Connor that had my same spelling, but he worked at a golf course. Probably someone like him.
Okay.
He seemed like one of those wealthy kids that, from what I understand, is like a 3-stroker.
All right, that's good. I don't know why I only saved this because of the fucking line that's the human equivalent of a Honda Accord.
Yeah.
Which is like such a great A.
For the ladies out there, I'm at least a Toyota Corolla, okay?
Oh, okay. All right. Maybe a Camry.
I don't know about a Camry, but...
I can't ask Janae this question because we're going to get a really long lecture about cars.
Okay, I'm going to try not to.
What would you be, Janae?
I'd be amazing.
Yeah, you would. Like a Honda Odyssey, maybe?
It'll definitely be Japanese. A Toyota Sienna or a Honda.
Yeah. That's cool. Do you want one of those now?
Yeah.
You got, like...
No, I do, man. The new Toyota Siennas are sick, dude. They're spaceships.
Spaceships? Oh my god, I found the hair.
They're spaceships, man.
Hair off the mic. Hair off the mic.
Oh my god, guys, it's gone. Holy shit. I think. This is good content, right?
I should just intentionally ruin your sound quality for the rest of the episode when I go into editing. Like, pretend like that was the thing holding your mic together.
This singular dog hair.
And from like this point forward, I'll just go in and make it sound like you're talking through a ham radio.
Aw. Yes, sir. Okay, Janae, so you're a minivan. That's good to know.
What about you?
Yeah, dude. Toyota Sienna, the new ones, dude, they get 40 miles to the gallon.
Neat. Good fact.
A minivan.
I would definitely be a Nissan Rogue.
What would you be?
Nissan Rogue. Aren't those the
You'd
new
be a
autopilot
Chrysler.
ones?
I don't know.
You'd be a Chrysler.
I don't know. I'm just trying to pick like another generic mom car.
Yeah, they are actually, because I'm doing a study with
Oh,
them at the university.
Mine's not at all.
Well, the new one, like the 2020 or 2021 Nissan Rogue has like an autopilot feature.
Nice.
It's one of the ones we're testing.
I got eco mode.
Yeah, bro, we're also testing GMCs. You know how GMC now has like a self-driving car?
No.
Yeah, supposedly they have like a self-driving car. Does not work in the state of Utah.
Sick.
Like the only state that would probably buy a self-driving GMC. Utah doesn't work there.
Let's wait for that Subaru. It'll be all over it here in Utah.
Yeah, there's a Subaru EV coming out.
There actually is one.
Yeah, there is.
That up.
Wonder if we'll add it to our study.
2023 is
Oh,
coming out.
23.
It's just a rebadged Toyota. Because Subaru and Toyota work together a lot.
This is good. Great. You guys, I tried to Google search holidays that are young to dispute Junaid's prior claims because I really hate that argument. So I ended up Google searching young holidays, and I found a band camp, a rapper named Young Holiday.
Young Holiday.
And you need to just see this boy's fucking profile picture on his thing. Yeah, I'll drop it in Discord.
This man looks malnourished.
Dude, I don't even know if that's a picture of him or not, but I really want to think it is. Oh, I really wish the laws wouldn't. Young Holiday, you got a good lawyer? Damn.
I can't even, like... He's so baby-faced.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Bad.
That's him? Oh, you're listening to it?
It was definitely like a young, skinny white kid.
Oh, man.
Bro, and it's bad rock.
Is it like Eminem-esque or worse?
No.
We'll get a taste.
Okay.
It's like Imagine Dragons before they were Imagine Dragons.
Bro, that is like... That's like classic rock.
Bro, but it was like really funky, like da ba da ba da ba da. Bro, this guy's my new hero.
I want to rap, but also simultaneously...
Oh, that's probably him for real.
Oh, fuck.
Oh man, this is good.
This man wants to rap and simultaneously sound just like a hard rock group.
Dude, that's the new thing. That's like the new MGK.
Yeah.
That's like the new white rapper thing to do.
MGK is so fucking shit.
Dude, he's so cool. Dude, he's dating Megan Fox. He's so cool.
I'm gonna be honest, I never really found Megan Fox attractive.
The coolest thing about Machine Gun Kelly is that he's dating Megan Fox.
And like,
I mean,
I learned this. People point out it's like if you ever actually look at Megan Fox's hands or anything, they're just like absolutely fucked up. Like,
Yeah, her thumbs are like white as shit.
yeah, and then like I guess her feet are
Ooh,
equally
let's
fucked up.
smash just on celebrities' appearances.
Listen, man,
good.
I'm not looking at her thumbs.
No, I know. There's like only two places worth looking at on her.
Oh, bam, bam, bam. I like it.
She also has one of those faces where if you stare at it too long, it like slowly becomes ugly.
Let me test this.
I'm not looking at her face either, man.
What Janaid is trying to insinuate here. Yo, do you know what is one good thing about Machine Gun Kelly? He talks shit to Eminem, and Eminem wrote a pretty good diss track back at him. So
Waste of Eminem's time.
yeah,
That's what I like.
I like Kill Shot. I think
Eminem
it's a
really
good
did something
song.
Good.
So, I mean, that's cool. Yeah, she kind of does look weird, actually.
Yeah. It's like one of those people that looks attractive on a runway because you don't get to stare at her face for very long or see her face very long.
Oh boy, what's cooler, those two dating or the level up of that of Pete Davidson and Kim K?
Pete Davidson's dating Kim K.
Yeah, bruh. This is for real.
God, Pete Davidson's such a weird looking man.
Dude, he's such a weirdo. But apparently, from what I've heard on some like people talking about it, girls really fucking geek over Pete Davidson. This new like tall, skinny, lanky, tatted up, like bad boy white guy like MGK and like Pete Davidson.
I'm not going to call it Pete Davidson a bad boy.
I know, but like the look, you know.
Yeah, no, I get it.
The like trying to be all prison tatted, tough looking.
Yeah.
And apparently, also from a couple different sources, Pete Davidson has a monster dick.
Oh, okay.
So
They usually say that about people with like special needs, like Down syndrome people usually have massive cocks.
I like the connection.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I don't know. You seen him on SNL?
Is that what you tell yourself to make you feel better?
Huh?
That was
Is
bad.
that what you tell yourself to make yourself feel better?
Yeah. I always tell myself there's ups to my Down syndrome.
Ups to my Down syndrome. You fucker. Oh boy. Okay, Janaid, we've been saving this topic to talk.
You know, if this new Bernie Sanders law passes, there'll be... What? Go ahead.
You want to talk about Bernie Sanders?
No, I was just going to say, if the new Boozin'Cruisin
Oh, yes.
law goes into effect, there'll be a lot more people with
With Down syndrome babies.
giant penises.
Fetal alcohol syndrome.
Oh boy. Okay, Jay. This is my new segment called "We're Way Behind" or I don't know. I didn't name it. That's a good start.
We're 3 weeks late.
We're 3 weeks late talking about something that no one cares about anymore. Travis Scott concert. He was your boy.
Yeah, fuck that
Fuck
guy.
that
man.
guy.
He was my boy. Fuck that guy. I can't listen to any of his songs now without being guilty.
Without feeling
Like, he incited a crowd in violence. He should get sued. Sit the fuck out. Never make another song.
Two
and
Billy
quit-
against
quit
Tim
his
and Drake
career.
right now.
Okay. What did
Drake was the other. He was the other performer at the concert, and it's Drake and Travis Scott's event, so they were like the names liable
good.
for the event.
Fuck them both, dude. Fuck them both, dude. Fuck them both, dude. They should never make another song again.
It's going to be on
They've had
Kanye's
long
next
enough
roast
careers.
album on Drake.
Dude, and then the next day, like 2 days later, Kanye's posting pictures of him and Drake together. Like, there's gonna be some final like Kanye Drake collab. Where's this fucking lawsuit? I want to see who else was named in it. $2 billion against them, and I think like Apple or something.
Probably like whatever company was hosting it.
Yeah,
iHeart
there was
Music.
some weird. Yeah, there was a couple weird people in there. Oh god, I should have looked this up before. That's what a good host would have done.
Oh, well. I don't know. I've been seeing some.
Yeah,
pretty-
Live Nation and Apple.
I had a friend that accidentally wore his Astro World shirt to work. Or no, his cap to work. And he's like, I realized the mistake, but I want to see how many, because he works at a bar, I want to see how many drunk white girls tell me I'm wearing an offensive hat today.
Nice.
It's-
That's a good troll.
yeah.
Just be like, what? What's Astro World?
It's Astro
Oh, I just bought this hat.
I'm a space fan. I really like space. I think space is really cool.
I got this at DI, bro.
You know, Astro Worlds?
Yeah.
Like,
I won't lie, when I first saw Astro World, it was when the Astros were in the World Series. It was right after they lost. So I thought Astro World was some, like, festival that was supposed to be, like, their winning parade or something. Like,
Yeah.
for, like, a day, I went on thinking that the people who died at Astro World was something to do with the baseball team. So I was like, oh, it was a concert? Oh, neat.
damn, Travis Scott really do like baseball.
Oh, boy. Yeah, he's fucked, though. His apology video is so funny. Have you watched it?
I've seen people like memeing on it.
Because, like, the whole time he just keeps, like, pretending to, like, cry and stuff.
Right, his
But
hands
instead
on
of,
his
like,
face the whole
rubbing his eyes or anything, he's just rubbing his forehead like he's got a headache.
I know. Everyone looking at it is just like, this just looks like a man that's stressed out.
And he put it in, like, black and white.
Yeah.
It's hella funny. Oh, boy. Well, I don't know. Hello, people are fucked. I'm glad that we saved this topic for that heated discussion.
I know. It was enough time for Janae to know.
Yeah, dude, they should be sued. Never make a song. I hate them. I don't listen to any of their music anymore. I'm okay with them not
That's
being
got to be
part
a
of my
really
life.
popular
And I-
opinion right now is just fuck Astro World. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's your safe opinion of the week.
No, dude, it was hard for me because he made a lot of good songs.
Yeah. Hell no.
Okay, it's not your cup of tea, Justin, but it was my cup of
What
tea.
kind of tea do you like?
And I don't like tea anymore.
Oh, okay. So you're a coffee boy.
No, tea was the Astro World.
I didn't get my own analogy. Sorry. What do we want to do next? I don't know if I want to talk about that.
Didn't Justin? You didn't give us a movie. Oh, you gave us Braveheart.
Yeah. My other thought I had was Cool Runnings, but the easy replacement in that is just John Candy. But they're kind of already pretty similar.
No, it should just be a bunch of Danny DeVito on the team.
He's one of the fucking. He's the one. No,
plays
he's the
all the
one. He's the one
characters.
who, like, the big meathead guy who trips during the race at the beginning. And
The Mighty Ducks, but they're all Danny DeVito.
he's not the one that falls, but he's the one that gets tripped and is all, like, angry the whole rest of the movie. And he's this, like, big, strong, bald ass meathead guy. That's Danny DeVito, short and fat, third seat.
Yeah.
That was good. This is riveting.
Riveting.
Okay, well, I think we got one more thing that might be able to wrap this up. Jay, you know who Gary Vee is?
Ooh, Gary Vee. Let's see. How fast can I find out or remember who this guy is?
YouTuber who was in a bunch of
Oh, yeah.
Get Help, like, internet guy who's kind of pretty much all he does is tell you need to work harder. And that if you're sad, it's because you're not working hard enough and not rich enough. And if you pay for his seminar where he tells you need to work harder, you'll unlock the secrets to be able to work harder and thus become more successful. One of my least favorite things about him is, like, not only does he, like, push this whole, like, every single thing you do as a hobby's got to become, like, a side hustle. And if you're not profiting off every small move, every small thing all day, then you're gonna be just some, like, poor pleb. So I'm like,
If your move isn't money, then it ain't a move worth doing.
yeah, dude. And so it's like, I don't like that. I think you should have some fucking, like, time to chill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, maybe just, like, play the guitar or something and just want to fucking play the guitar without having to want to become in a band or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so I've never liked that. He's known there's a really funny clip of him in an interview where somebody says to him, they're like, well, we don't really know who works harder. And Gary Vee just interrupts him immediately, like, halfway through that sentence, and he's like, I do. The other guy's like, what do you mean? He's like, there's no way you work harder than me at all. I work 18 hours a day. I just know that there's not a single person on this earth that works harder than me. So I know that when that question's asked to me, I'm just always the answer. And I was like, oh, you're such a fucking cockbag.
Not only that, but it's just like, why are you bragging about overworking yourself?
God, dude.
You're literally your own boss, and you've decided to put inhuman
Working
work
conditions.
conditions on yourself. Yeah, it's just like, bro, there are people that literally unionize over an 18-hour workday.
And he's like, and I take no days off and all this crazy shit. It's like, bro, I think you have a daughter. Like, maybe you should fucking go home.
Yeah, damn, your life sucks, huh?
Right? So, anyways, he's doing this new, like, NFT shilling thing. Where one of the things I hate that's super hypocritical about him is, like, 2 months ago, he was telling everybody how NFTs are a waste of money and they're all going to go flat soon. And now he's selling NFTs. But he's doing this weird thing behind it where he knows that NFTs have no value. So, and he knows that his, like, seminars and his videos he makes have no value. So instead, what you do is you buy the NFT, and that unlocks, like, access to these videos and to his seminars and stuff.
Right.
So he's essentially taken a ticket to his shit and turned it into an NFT, and he's like, NFTs aren't worth it, my shit's not worth it, maybe two negatives can make, like, some amount of money.
So in the end, none of this is worth it.
None of it's worth it still. And I'm going to drop a link to you, Junaid, for his website for these NFTs. You should check them out. They are literally just drawings on a napkin. They are incredibly terrible.
Feel free to right-click and save any of them.
Yep. And some of them have like sold for upwards of like $150,000.
Can somebody explain to me what an NFT is?
Oh boy.
It's
Imagine a crypto coin, but you get a picture
yeah.
with it. It's art. It's a way for artists to sell. It was originally supposed to be a way for artists to sell digital art that you can't really just like right click and save to steal the art. You have to like own the NFT.
Yeah, it's the idea of owning the original digital files to a piece of artwork. The problem is that means jack all.
Yeah.
Because end of the day, any copy of a digital file is the same as the digital file. Like, yeah, no one's going to be able to copy all the layers of a Photoshop file.
Right.
They're just going to get the flat image.
Right. It's still the image.
But if they don't want the layers, then they don't need the layers.
So this was kind of like sold as like meme coins for a little while. Then some good digital artists were actually creating some cool digital art that they didn't have a platform or a way to be able to monetize it. Mm-hmm. And there was some cool art on there. So it's essentially just like buying some art digitally and getting to claim that you own
Yeah.
that image.
But now it's for like people that are doing money laundering with Ethereum to.
Yeah, but you can also resell it, and it has like a blockchain style backing, like Bitcoin does, where like for each NFT there is a blockchain that shows like who bought it at what prices, and it's like 100% tracked. So they're kind of traded. So, but most people's are like actual, some form of something art, you know what I
I've
mean?
noticed lately a lot of them have just been like designed to be profile pictures.
Yeah. Or a lot of times, like, I know a lot of podcasts will take, like, stupid things from their podcasts or their own just heads and, like, kind of as a joke, like, drop an NFT.
Yeah.
But I don't, like, it's just, and they're selling for a lot of money, which is the sad part.
Yeah, like thousands.
These ones from Gary Vee, like, the cheapest one I'm seeing is $40,000.
Yeah.
Which it's for Helpful Hippo. No even background color. It's a fucking...
Yeah.
But then you get
Looks
these
like
things...
a coloring book still.
When you open it with it, this one... See, so now when you click onto it, the details, this token's verifiable admission into VCon for the next 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you get a ticket to his conference. So that's really what you're paying for. But he's like flooding and diluting the NFT market and like doing some real shady shit.
You can't flood a market that's
No.
flooded. Yeah. It's such a BS thing because it's like literally anyone can make an NFT.
Yeah.
People started making NFTs out of like screenshots of people complaining about
Dude,
people
isn't
stealing
there
their
some like
NFTs.
big memed one about some like monkey picture that some
Yeah,
guy
well,
like his was freaking out on?
This
people
guy
on
made a
Twitter?
collection of NFTs that are all just monkeys in like different outfits. It's basically the same format every time.
Right.
And like those
Just different color schemes.
Yeah, and so the people that own those are the ones that are getting shit on the hardest by Twitter.
Okay.
And it got to the point where like a guy copy and pasted it, and then like a shit ton of people changed their profile picture to that monkey, and they're just like, man, I can't believe someone would steal this from you, man. Man, you should really lawyer up. It's wrong for him to steal from you like that.
Oh my god. Do you want to know how much the last one just sold for?
How much?
The Bored Ape NFT, 2.7 billion.
Holy shit.
Million, not billion, million. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. But like we kind of brought this up because we were talking about how it's like just definitely a money laundering scheme. But like, isn't that been said about art for a long time? That it's so hard to clean money and it's so hard to just give somebody money. But art, you can put this insanely high evaluation on hundreds of millions of dollars.
Right.
So somebody can just flick some paint at a canvas, and as long as you say that you were willing to pay that much for it. So it's like, this is just the next art money laundering scheme.
I know my favorite one too was there was a guy that pointed out there's a bot on Twitter that if you basically say the phrase, I wish I had this on a shirt, this bot activates and will screenshot or like download the image that the person posted and then automatically upload it to a t-shirt website so you can buy it.
Weird. And they just have like a generic like screen printer that probably has some like automation.
Yeah, no, there's websites that, you know, you send in your own design and they'll print it for you.
Right.
And so there's been people that will just like post, it's like, this is my NFT, I paid this much for it, and someone would go over and just be like, damn, that's cool, I wish I could get this on a shirt, and then t-shirt bot comes in and drops the Redbubble t-shirts link to get this on a shirt.
Damn. This monkey one would make a cool shirt.
Uh-oh.
What?
My Audacity might have crashed at 49 minutes.
Okay, that's only
Okay.
we're caught back up.
I'm at 50 minutes now.
Okay, I'm at 50:05.
Okay.
Sick.
Oh, we're good.
Last topic then that relates kind of to this. Somehow from that topic, Connor, you said something about Banksy.
Oh, yeah, I'm convinced Banksy's a major money launderer.
Do you think Banksy like is a single person, or do you think it's like a money laundering organization?
I think it's an org.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like a collective of some rich people who are just paying some street artists some small money to go.
No, there's no street artists involved.
Who's actually putting the art pieces up?
I'm pretty sure they just hire a team.
That's what I mean. So they're hiring like not street artists, but
Yeah.
they're hiring.
Yeah, they're hiring like a team to do
Yeah.
it. It's not like they're going and finding like struggling street artists. It's like, hey,
No,
you
no,
wanna
no,
make a
no,
quick
no,
buck.
no,
Like, no, they got their own people.
Yeah. Well, that's been said about it a long time, and that's how like Banksy's been able to be all over the world and avoid like getting caught. Is that it's not actually a single.
Yeah, Banksy is an idea. It's like, yeah, the idea is fuck poor people, and rich people make money off of shit art.
Yeah.
Don't believe me? Here's my shit art, and people making money off of it.
How much did he sell that like shredded painting for?
Yeah, that was the dumbest thing. I think it was like 7.2 billion.
25 million.
25 million. Yeah, it was like once I saw that whole thing. And the fact that it shredded and the woman was still just like, no, I need to have this. It's just like,
Wish you have a Banksy original. Because that's one of the hard parts that I think the idea of Banksy did make too, was the fact that it's not technically like traditionally sold. It's just graffiti usually that's thrown up.
right.
Other than like the big expos and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and here's my thing. You know, a lot of people shit on, what's his name, Pollock, that makes like the splatter paintings and stuff. It's like, end of the day, there are people that actually do enjoy splatter-based paintings,
Right.
just because it's like people like the chaoticness to it, or they like the design of just randomness. But there's nothing about Banksy's that is anything more than just fruity message.
You know, you haven't seen like any Banksy art that you enjoy?
None at all.
Really?
It all feels pretentious and like t-shirt shitty.
That's fair.
It looks like something that you could throw together in a graphic design course to go on a t-shirt.
Most of it, yes. Like the traditional Banksy stuff. You know what I mean?
Like everything from like the woman or the little girl holding the balloon.
Yeah.
And shit. I mean, it's just like, there's nothing about it I like.
What about, did you see any of his pictures of his like his crazy expos he's done out in like Germany and shit?
No. What do
Like-
those look like?
Like live, let me see if I can find one.
It's like a, you say venue, is it like a collection of his stuff?
No. He does like, it's almost like a haunted house. And he does like all these crazy installations throughout like a whole space.
Part of me feels like that's also a little lazy. Not lazy, but like, that's the thing. Banksy is high effort for no reason.
What do you mean high effort for no reason?
Like the effort that goes into putting this out somewhere, and then like on top of it, I think there's a place in Park City that has a Banksy piece on it, and
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
framed.
yeah, it's fucking plexiglassed off because it's such a big deal. It's just like,
Bulletproof glassed off.
yeah, it's like, I hope someone does horrible things to that thing.
3 times it's almost been broken into.
Yeah. I want the building it's attached to go down.
I can't. You sound like me talking about something.
I know.
Like,
This is the hill I die on.
this is the hill you would die on.
Fuck Banksy. I hate Banksy. I think he has ruined the arts program as a whole. Because, okay, so I did AP art in high school, and they gave me a 3 because my message made no sense, and I basically like wrote the arts department and called them a bunch of Banksy circle jerks. And
So were you? Do you really hate his art, or are you a little? It sounds like you're a little grumpy.
no, I really hate his art. I hated his art before that. I basically, like, okay, so when I made my art portfolio for that class, it was all classical Renaissance pieces with parody subculture in it. And the whole gimmick was like, you know, what is it a parody of? Because it would be a pop culture parody of a famous art piece, but it was like, is this a parody of the art piece or a parody of the individual in it? And they're just like, you know, this is unoriginal and ill-inspired. And it's like, okay, cool, whatever. And they're like, yeah, we're only going to give you a 2, which gets you no college credit. And so I asked them, or I like wrote to them, it's like, can I get my critique feedback?
Right.
Because at the very end of the day, if I'm an artist, I want my feedback, my criticism, so I can grow. And they're like, no, we can't do that under an unbiased selective process. And it's just like, so you just rudimentally choosed it out because you're a bunch of Banksy circle jerks and it didn't fit your agenda? Is that what it is? And they didn't write me back.
I'm sure they didn't.
Did you say circle
I said
jerks?
circle jerk.
That's too funny.
Oh my god.
You know what?
They're like, oh my god, he knows too much.
They know we're the Banksies.
You can't even find, like, I can find articles about it and stuff, but I can't find any of the pictures.
I think my computer. Can you still hear me?
Oh, did you die?
I might have died. Janae, can you still hear me?
Let me see. I think I'm hearing
Can you hear
you.
me?
Say something.
Talk again.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you through
I
Justin.
can hear you through my mic. Well, guys, I think this is a decent ending point for us. Welcome to the Prepared for Nothing podcast. Goodbye. Our computer just died. Have a good night.
I hope that saved.
Oh,
I'm going to be so angry if that didn't save.
Connor, don't be too mad. Bye.